Today I am discussing about chapter number 9, data handling. Okay, before going to this, all of you know about data. What is data? A data is a collection of numbers. A data is a collection of numbers or numerical facts with regard to a particular type of information is called data. Suppose we want to collect, for example, suppose we want to collect data of students, number of students in the school, number of students in the school. So in the school, how many classes are there? Starting from nursery to 10, so many classes are there, and some schools having each class having three sections, 4 sections. So how can we collect the data? How can we collect the data from the school? So first of all, you note down class, section, number of students in each section. Okay, so like that we have to find out the, for collecting the data from each and every class. Collect the data from each and every class. After that you count the total number of students. So this is nothing but data. So what is data? A data is a collection of numbers or numerical facts with regard to a particular type of information. With regard to a particular type of information is called data. Is called data. Okay. Data is present. How can we present this data? Data is present in an organized manner. Data is presented in organized manner. Manner means here class, section, boys, girls, total number of students. This is the organized manner. Okay. Data is present in organized manner, analyzed and interpreted. Analyzed and interpreted under branch of mathematics. Under branch of mathematics is called statistics. Is called statistics. Is called statistics. Okay. Data is presented in an organized manner. Data is presented in organized manner, analyzed and interpreted under the branch of mathematics. Under branch of mathematics is called statistics. Okay. For the statistics, what is the first step? Step 1. Step 1. Collecting data. Collecting or collection of data. So we are collecting each and every class, total number of students in each and every class or each and every section is nothing but collection of data. So after this, organizing the data into tables. Okay, so like this. Class, section, students, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here A, B. Okay, like that you have to collect the data. First you should collect the data. After you are organizing the given data, organizing the data into tables. Okay, tables, charts or graphs, anything. Okay, next, the analysis of information, the analysis of numerical data. After this, you should count it. Analysis means either doing addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, percentile, average. These all are said to be analysis. So the analysis of numerical data. After this, the interpretation. Interpretation means what do you want? Interpretation means what do you want? Okay, these are the okay. In this chapter, we will focus on how data is organized and analyzed and interpreted the data. Here, what we want to calculate here total. We want to calculate total. This is the interpretation. Total number of students in the school is nothing but interpretation. Okay. Some important definitions are there. Some important definitions are there. So first of all, data. What is data? A data is a collection of numbers. A data is a collection of numbers or numerical facts. The data is a collection of numbers or numerical facts with regard to a particular type of information is called data. Okay. Here numbers means, suppose we want to find out the total number of students. So we can count like this. These are said to be numbers. Okay. Okay, after this, in each section, suppose we want to conduct a survey in the school or in the class. Okay, in the class, I want to conduct a survey in the class about games, who are interested. So, how many types are the games? Kabaddi, Kho-Kho, football, cricket, okay, like that. Okay, this is nothing but numerical facts. I want to collect the data according to this. Okay, a collection of numbers or numerical facts with regard to a particular type of information. Is called data. Okay, raw data. Raw data means what? The numerical data recorded in its original form. Okay, after how we are collecting data, suppose I want to collect the data by students in the class. First of all, I want to ask first sitting number. Okay, first number in the first bench. I want to collect the data. After this, second, third, fourth, like that. But as per record, I want to collect the information according to your roll number wise. Okay, so first I am collecting like this now. This is nothing but raw data. Okay, this is nothing but raw. So here one person is there, second one, third one, fourth one, fifth one. But they are not sitting according to their roll number wise. Okay, so here they are interested football, cricket, Kho-Kho, Kabaddi, football. So this is nothing but raw data. After this, I want to arrange in a tabular form. Okay, and here this numerical data, the numerical data recorded in its original form is called raw data. So this is nothing but raw data. The numerical data recorded in its original form is called raw data. And each observation, each item or each item in raw data is called an observation. So here the football is one observation, cricket one observation, Kho-Kho one observation, Kabaddi one observation. These are the each and every item. Each item is said to be observation. Okay, each item in raw data is called an observation. Array. Array means what? We are collecting the data. We are collecting the raw data. So this raw data we can arrange in either in ascending order or in descending order. We can arrange in either in ascending order or in descending order is said called array. Okay, the raw data when arranged in ascending or descending order of magnitude is called an array. Frequency. What is the frequency? In the given data, the number of times a particular observation occurs means which one is the most repeated. The most repeated observation is said to be frequency. Okay, the most repeated observation is said to be frequency. Okay, again, what is data? A collection of numbers or numerical facts. A collection of numbers or numerical facts with regard to a particular information. With regard to a particular information is called data. Okay, if the data, the numerical data recorded in its original form, the numerical data recorded in its original form is called raw data, each item in the raw data is called observation. Each item in the raw data is called observation. Okay, if the raw data when arranged in either in ascending order, the raw data when arranged in ascending or descending order of magnitude is called an array. Frequency. In the given data, the number of times a particular observation occurs or most repeated observation is said to be frequency. Next, organizing data. How can we organize the data? First of all, you collect the raw data. After that, you can arrange in columns. It's nothing but organizing in tabular form. So that tabular form is known as frequency distribution table. Okay. See, arranging the data in an organized manner. Arranging the data in an organized manner in the form of table. Is called tabulation. Okay, arranging the data in an organized manner in the form of table. Is called tabulation. Okay, a tabular arrangement of numerical data. What the table shows? A tabular arrangement of the numerical data showing the frequency of each observation is called frequency distribution. A tabular arrangement of the numerical data showing the frequency of each observation is called a frequency distribution, and the table itself is called as frequency distribution table, tables. Okay, what is tabulation? Arranging the data in an organized manner. In the form of tabulation. Table is called tabulation. Okay, what the table shows? A tabular arrangement of the numerical data showing the frequency of each observation is called frequency distribution, and the table itself is called as frequency distribution table. Okay, so how to construct a frequency distribution table? Okay, 4 steps are there. What is the first step? First, we are collecting the data. Okay, obtain the given data. It is nothing but collection of data. What is the first step? Obtain the raw data. What is the second step? You just draw 3 columns. Just draw 3 columns like this. In that, the first column for observation. Okay. Second column for tally marks. And the third column is nothing but frequency. Frequency is nothing but total of tally marks. Okay. This is the second one. What is the next one? What of tally marks? Tally marks means what? See, for each observation in the raw data, put a bar opposite in the second column. Suppose I want to give some data. Suppose I want to conduct a class test for 10 marks. Suppose I want to collect class test for 10 marks to 10 students. They got like this: 1, 2, 2, 1, 4, 5, 7, 8, 3, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Oh, these are the marks they got. These are the marks. Okay. So this is nothing but raw data. This is nothing but raw data. Now we want to put in the tabular form. How can we see here? How many observations here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 6 is not there. So these are the observations: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 and 8. These are the observations. So how many students got 1? How many students got 1 mark? See here, 2 members. So cross with pencil like this. So put 2 tally marks. Put 2 tally marks. Okay, how many students got 2 marks? 2 students. How many students got 3 marks? 1. How many students got 4 marks? 1. How many students got 5 marks? 1. How many students got 7 marks? 1. How many students got 8 marks? 2. So, suppose the number of students are more than 10. Suppose the number of students are more than 10, 20, 30 like that. 20, 30 like that. Suppose somebody got more than 5 students got equal marks, or more than 5 students got equal marks. Then how can we represent in tally marks? See here. For first observation 1, second observation another 1, third observation another 1, fourth observation another 1, and the fifth observation put diagonally of the remaining 4 tally marks. Remaining 4 tally marks. Okay, see here. For each observation in the raw data, put a bar opposite in the second column. In the second column. Okay. Record these tally marks in the bunches of 5. Record these tally marks in the bunches of 5. Okay, with the fifth one. The fifth tally mark cross the previous 4 tally marks diagonally. Okay, previous 4 marks diagonally. Okay. Count the number of tally marks for each observation and write in the third column. It is nothing but frequency. It is nothing but frequency. So how many here? 1, 2. And here 2. And here 1, 1, 1, 1, 2. Check out the total 10. So how many students here? 10. And this total frequency is equivalent to total number of students or total number what they are given. Okay. This is the organizing data. Organizing data is nothing but tabular form. This tabular form is nothing but frequency distribution table. Okay. How can we organize? Tabulation is what? Arranging the data. Arranging the data in an organized manner. Arranging the data in an organized manner in the form of table. In the form of table is called tabulation. So what the table shows? What the table shows? Okay, a tabular arrangement of numerical facts. A tabular arrangement of numerical data showing the frequency of each observation. Means how many repeating observations are there. How many repeating observations are there. A tabular arrangement of the numerical data showing the frequency of each observation is called a frequency distribution, and the table itself is called as frequency distribution table. Okay, how can we construct a table? How can we construct a frequency distribution table? What is the first step? First we collecting the raw data. Second step, we want to draw 3 columns. For first column for observation, second column for tally marks, and the third column for total of tally marks is nothing but frequency. Okay, what are tally marks? For how can we record tally marks? For each observation in the raw data. For each observation in the raw data is put a bar opposite to in the second column. Opposite to in the second column. Okay. Record these tally marks. Record these tally marks in the bunches of 5. Record these tally marks in the bunches of 5 with the fifth one. Out of this, the fifth tally mark cross the previous 4 tally marks diagonally. Okay. After this, count the number of tally marks in the each observation. Count the number of tally marks for each observation and write in the third column as frequency. Okay, see now for example 1, the following data. The following data gives the number of children in 20 families. The number of children in 20 families. See here 1. So one family having only one children, and some families having 2 children, some families having 3 children, some families having 4 children, some family having 5 children. Okay, array the data. Array means what? The first you should write the given raw data either in ascending order or in descending order. So arranging the raw data. Arranging the raw data in ascending order. Arranging the raw data in ascending order, we get. So ascending order means small to big. So which is the least one here? 1. So how many ones here? 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, after 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Next 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Next 4, 4, 4, 4. Next 5 and 5. Okay, this is the array. Arranging the raw data in ascending order, we get like this. This is nothing but array. Now we the required frequency. The required frequency distribution table. So for distribution table, you just draw 3 columns like this. For first column here, observation. So what is the observation here? Number of children. We want to observe number of children. For second one, tally marks. Now how many families? Frequency is nothing but the following data gives the number of children in 20 families. Array the data and form a frequency distribution. So here you can write number of families. It is nothing but frequency. Number of families is nothing but frequency. Okay. So how many observations here? Totally we have 5 observations. 1 to 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So now we want to write down using tally marks. So how many? Here 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The fifth one is diagonally. The fifth one is diagonal. So how many tally marks here? Totally 5. Okay, next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Bunch of 5 only. Okay. Next 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next 1, 2, 3. Next 1, 2. And here you just find out the total. Find out the total. How much the total here? Check off. This is 5. Six plus 5, 11, plus 4, 15, plus 3, 18, plus 2, 20. If they are not equal, so the number of families is not equivalent to total frequency, then your problem is wrong. Then your table is wrong. Okay? So the example number 2. the marks obtained out of 10. So that by 40 students, the total marks of the test is 10. So by 40 students they got like this 6, 5, 6. Okay, some students have got 1 mark, some students got 3 marks, some students got 7 marks, some students got 9 marks, some students got 0 marks. So we can represent the data in the form of frequency distribution table. So the frequency distribution table. You just draw 3 columns. Okay, so what is the first column? Marks, tally marks, number of students. So which is the least observation here? 0. And which is the highest observation? 9. So write down 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Okay. How many students got 0 marks? Check out here. 1, 2. So put tally marks like this, and here total number of students are 2. That means it shows 2 students got 0 marks. Okay, next the observation 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 students got 1 mark out of 10. Next 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 students got 2 marks. So like that you have to complete the table. 3 marks got 7 students. So write down 7 here. And 4 marks got 6 students. 5 marks got 4. 6 marks got 3. 7 marks got 4. 8 marks got 3. And 9 marks got only 2 students. Okay, so see here. Find out this total now. 2 plus 4, 6 plus 5, 11 plus 7, 18 plus 6, 24, 28, 31, 35, 38, 40. So first they are given in the information how many students are there? 40 students. So total is equivalent to 40. So this table is right. Okay, in that second question given, what is the highest score? So what is the highest score here? 9 out of 10. So the highest score is 9. Which mark is occurring most frequently? Most frequently means which mark is repeated number of times. So which is the highest frequency here? 7. It represents 3. So the which mark is occurring most frequently? Mark 3. 3 marks. How many students obtain marks equal to or more than 7? Equal to or more than 7. With the number of students who obtain marks equal to or more than 7. More than 7 means 8, 9. Equal to 7. So equal ante more than or equals to. More than or equals to means you should count 7, 8 and 9. How many students got 7 marks here? 4. How many students got 8 marks here? 3. How many students got 9 marks here? 2. So what was the total here? 4 plus 3, 7 plus 2, 9. Okay, like this you have to do.